Donald Trump has launched the most aggressive trade war in global history, with the United States turning its back on some of its closest allies and friends. I'm standing in downtown Kingston, Ontario, here in the beautiful and independent country of Canada. And I've come to this city to tell a unique story of how this global trade war is shifting power and opportunities to the other side of the world. And China, the country that seeks win-win solutions, is stepping up and taking advantage of it. This is a $380 million factory that has transformed the entire baby formula industry.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Okay guys, we're going to be seeing a video today. This is titled Trump Tariffs Just Failed. China and Canada build America's largest dairy factory. All right guys, a lot has been going on, and seeing that China and Canada can actually collaborate, can actually come together, that's actually going to be a win-win situation. All right, and with this both countries coming together, it looks like tariff is going to be defeated. All right, if you're curious to see this video with me, please subscribe. If you find this video interesting, like, share, and comment. All right, so let's jump in.
Donald Trump has launched the most aggressive trade war in global history, with the United States turning its back on some of its closest allies and friends. I'm standing in downtown Kingston, Ontario, here in the beautiful and independent country of Canada. And I've come to this city to tell a unique story of how this global trade war is shifting power and opportunities to the other side of the world. And China, the country that seeks win-win solutions, is stepping up and taking advantage of it. This is a $380 million factory that has transformed the entire baby formula industry. You see, right now is one of the most interesting times in Canadian history. For the first time ever, Canada and the United States relationship is experiencing stress, with Donald Trump leveraging aggressive 25% tariffs against many Canadian industries. But luckily for Canada, the country has other close trading partners like China that can provide support. Now, just 2 years ago, Canada suffered a massive baby formula shortage. At the time, store shelves in major cities like Toronto were empty, and baby formula prices skyrocketed by over 30%, putting significant financial strain on many families. This crisis highlighted the urgent need for a localized infant formula manufacturing plant in the Canadian market. And in April 2024, Canada Royal Milk became the first factory in Canada to receive the certification from the Canadian Food Inspection Agency to produce baby formula here in Canada. This was the first infant formula production license issued in Canada. Canadians can now purchase infant baby formula produced right here in beautiful Canada. Canada Royal Milk's factory is one of the most advanced food and beverage factories in the world. And in today's video, I'm taking you behind the scenes to show you how a win-win solution between China and Canada is making a positive impact for Canadians and the future of our world. As we start this behind-the-scenes tour of Canada Royal Milk's factory, I want you to appreciate just how large this facility is and how much investment went into building this incredible complex. The factory has enough capacity to store over 17,000 pallets of baby formula in the facility's warehouse alone. And the vision and investment from China's Feihe Group to invest in Canada has been a massive benefit to the local community of Kingston, but it also speaks to the commitment from China to seek win-win solutions with global partners. Here is the Canada Royal Milk's team meeting with the local Kingston government in 2016. And this is Justin, one of Canada Royal Milk's first employees, who has taken me behind the scenes of the factory today. Justin explains the success of Canada Royal Milk is based on amazing partnerships like the ones the company has built with the Dairy Farmers of Ontario and the Ontario Dairy Goat Cooperative. The process of making baby formula is incredibly complex, going through an incredible 14-step process that begins with raw milk being delivered to the factory. The raw milk is sent through a series of some of the most advanced dairy machines in the world to both pasteurize and homogenize the milk. Next, the milk is pumped into an evaporator that removes the moisture before entering this enormous machine called the spray dryer, which finalizes the milk into powder. Finally, the baby formula is ready to be packed and stored in pallets before distribution throughout Canada. Well, everyone, I'm standing here with General Manager Han, who's going to give us a behind-the-scenes insight into this factory. Han, it's a pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting me out to this factory.
Actually, I call it a win-win project. 8 years ago, when we are trying to find out the opportunity to build a factory in North America, the Canadian government find us because Canada is short of cream, and they have been troubled by the the surplus skim milk.
Right.
As an infant formula, we use just the skim milk. We send the cream to the other manufacturer, so that will help the local market to solve the surplus skim milk problem.
Right.
That's why we build the factory here. Actually, this is factory to help both Canadian market to solve the surplus skim milk issue, and also as we know, there is no infant formula factory in Canada.
Right.
This is a great opportunity to help Canadian market to have their own infant formula product.
Yeah, fantastic. Han, I love that you said it's a win-win between China and Canada. I think that's such an amazing thing. And I know that this is a huge investment, over $380 million to build this incredible factory. Tell me about the production. How long did it take? And what was the vision behind creating this such a large, I think it's the largest dairy factory in all of North America?
Actually, we are the biggest infant formula factory in North America, including US and Mexico.
Wow.
And so far, this is the latest design and built infant formula as well.
Okay.
So this is a security for the North American market to have the stable supply of infant formula product.
Yeah.
Especially under current situation. As we know, in the past 3 years, the whole North American market is suffering from the infant formula shortage.
Right.
Our capacity is enough to supply almost 60% of North American demand.
Wow.
So we have started to supply the local market last year, June. We have launched our product in over 1,100 stores in Canada.
Right.
Next step, we will expand to Mexico and US and
Fantastic.
help the US consumers to terminate the infant formula shortage.
Nice, fantastic. So Han, I know that getting the license to produce infant formula is actually very, very difficult. Tell us a little bit more about that process, because I think you just got the license in October 2024. How difficult is that process to get it for the infants?
Actually, we got the infant formula license April 2024, and then we start to launch our product June 2024.
Okay.
In total, it took us almost 2 years to get the Canadian infant formula license, and we have been preparing for the FDA registration for almost another 2 years.
Right.
Hopefully, we can get it before end of this year and start to supply the US market.
Unlike the e-commerce and media industries, which require very little investment costs, the dairy industry requires heavy investments in factories, equipment, and of course, research and development. Beyond filling the gap in Canada's infant formula production, it also introduced advanced manufacturing, processing, and packaging technology, helping to drive growth and innovation in the local dairy industry. It's amazing what Canada Royal Milk has done for the local community and the world with its commitment to providing children the best nutrition possible. As a father of 3 children myself, I know how important baby formula is for young developing babies. Everyone, on this YouTube channel, I primarily focus on building relationships between the West and the East. And it's been an absolute honor to travel here to Kingston, Ontario, to tell about this incredible success story between China and Canada. Everyone, my name is Cyrus Jansen. Thank you so much for spending time with me here today on YouTube. And if this is your first video of mine, I want to welcome you to my channel. I'm looking forward to bringing you all back to China this summer as we continue to tell amazing stories like this to help the world better understand China and its role in the world. Everyone, drop me a comment down below, and I look forward to seeing you all in our next adventure soon.
Wow, this is really beautiful. I am happy and glad to see this. This video was posted 5 months ago. All right, this is just a typical way on how the world can actually be a better place with such cooperation between countries, with such collaborations between countries. This is exactly how the entire world should be doing to make it a better place. All right, and I am really glad that the relationship between China and Canada is beginning to strengthen. All right, imagine this Canada Royal Milk. This is really a huge project. This is really a huge factory. All right, so this is really wonderful. I am really impressed seeing this. All right, thank you to Cyrus for bringing up such an incredible and amazing videos for all of us to see and get informed. All right, this is really wonderful. I think Canada and China are just on the right side of history. All right, share your thoughts and your opinion in the comment section. Thank you for watching and see you guys on my next one. Bye.